me down. But it was a good eye-opening message.
That's so funny because I practiced. None of the real striking. I had practiced the talking before the fight.
You were good at that.
I would do it in my mirror.
Crazy.
Like,
you did.
Yes, I'd be like, "You want a fucking piece of this? I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up 3 ways." Yeah. Well, and I would practice it, and I would like shirt off and like flex.
I think every kid did that.
Every one of our kids, all our guys in like there was a gang called the Cavemen.
You were in a gang?
No, I wasn't. I was in a gang called
a roller skating gang.
The Cavemen?
There's a gang called the Cavemen in Tampa, and the Cavemen were like these public school kids, but from the rich. They would just get in fights all the time with Jesuit kids. I went to Jesuit, and I was in a gang, and not a gang, but a club called EPU. And EPU and Cavemen fought all the time. So from like my junior year until my senior year, even my sophomore year, you always had to be aware of the Cavemen. And so like you'd go to a party and a fight would break out, and it would be the Cavemen. And so then that's when I was like, that's it. I got to learn how to fight. But I never really learned how to fight. I just learned how to talk shit. So what
was your opening move? Just to be loud and crazy.
Man,
let them know that you're in for some dangerous shit.
I remember the first time I ever punched someone. It was the first time I ever punched someone was a black dude. It was another gang. I think from Robinson. I think it was called.
You were in a gang?
No. I wasn't in a gang. I was just in a club.
Okay.
I was in a after-school club at my school, and everyone else had gangs. But then our after-school club was the one that got involved with gangs. But it wasn't even gangs. It was just fucking high school kids. Okay. It wasn't like real gangs.
So nobody got killed?
No one got killed. Just
guys got beat up?
Fist fights. Definitely guys got beat up. And then there was one like gang from I think Robinson. I think they were called TWT.
And together we affiliated with anybody?
No. I was a part of this like EPU group.
What is the EPU?
E pluribus unum. It's on the penny. Ours had like some Latin significance to it. Everyone else like TWT. Together we thump. The Cavemen.
So you were in a gang?
Gang is a very strong word for what we were. We were a group of guys who all went to school together. Who like the guys who played football and baseball. And wrestled, and we were like the cooler guys at our school, and we were in this group called EPU that was a sanctioned group by the school. You had initiations where you got paddled, and you initiated into it, but it just happens that the one guy at the head of EPU in like 1988 got into a fight with the Cavemen, and so all the fucking EPU always fought Cavemen, EPU fought whoever in Robinson or Hillsborough, and so at a young age you realized you had to stay away from those fucking people. So the first punch I ever thought, I heard fight. It is a story I've told on stand-up many a time, but the short, honest version of it is, I was at a party, someone yelled fight, and I thought all of EPU, all my friends were going to come and watch it, and I rolled out, and it's one Caveman, right, and the whole TWT, Together We Thump posse. Like it's all black dudes and one white Caveman. And I stick my head in, and I actually know this Caveman. I know his reputation, but he's unconscious on the fucking floor. His name was Mario. He was fighting this guy Donovan. And I stuck my head in, and the second I stuck my head in, they were like, "Oh, here's his brother, get him too." And they pushed me in, and I was like, "Well, I'm not his brother, I'm not his friend. Like I'm not on anyone's team, I'm on a different team." Like, but they think we're on the same team because we're wearing the away uniforms, you know? So this guy beat the shit out of me standing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I didn't fall, he didn't kick me, but I never at any point did it look like I won. And I did a lot of trying to talk my way out of it. But
while he was hitting you, you were trying to talk to him?
I was like, man, I'm not. And he just pounded me. And he was like, oh, and he was talking shit, like, as he was fighting me, like, just weird shit, like, you follow me around the mall, motherfucker? And I was like, what? And he's like, follow me around the mall, bitch. See what happens. This is what's up. And just popping me. And I was like, I got the shit kind of, and so the first punch I ever threw was then. And I go to throw a punch, but I'd never thrown a punch before. I'd only worked on talking shit. So my shit talking was out the door, so I'm getting my ass kicked. So I go to throw a punch, but it was more like it was like a
stop,
like get the name of love before you break my heart, think it over. And I literally, my hand landed in this high top fade. It went into his hair.
Okay.
And I remember thinking to myself, and this is now the joke is very different than this, but the truth is, went into his hair, and I held it there because I thought, I'd never touched a black person's hair before. And I fucking moved my fingers around a little bit. He didn't move. And then all of a sudden, the cop showed up.
Oh my God.
And the cop showed up, and then all the fucking brothers fucking took off, except for this guy.
The cops showed up because they knew there was a fight going on.
The cop showed up. Two
The other
squad
guy was
cars,
unconscious.
2 squad cars, 2 rednecks.
And the other guy's still out cold.
Out fucking cold.
What'd they do to him?
He was just laying on the ground. He was laying.
You got there, he'd already been knocked out.
That guy, when I stuck my head in, he was unconscious, and this guy Donovan, who is standing over him, beating him, pummeling him.
No.
And I fucking stuck my head in. Thank God